I like to get the, you know, I feel tight in the mouth.
I'm Victoria Sterling.
And I'm Bronwyn.
And you're listening to Disrupting
Disruption, the only business podcast that gives you the real deal.
We get granular on the macro.
We loop you in so you can level up.
You're going to want to double click on this deep dive.
Because today's episode is all about dealing with office jargon. We're going to drill down into that jargon so you can finally understand what's actually being said in the office.
Adobe Acrobat Studio, so brand new. Show me all the things PDFs can do.
We're going to go through, first of all, some of our favourite pieces or least favourite pieces of jargon that get thrown around the office and just help you decipher it a little bit.
A little mini jargon roast, if you will.
Yeah, exactly. Let's start with one of my favourite pieces of jargon that got thrown around a lot in the meeting we were just in.
Oh my goodness.
Let's circle back to that. You'll hear that a lot. They'll go, let's circle back.
What is that, a dance move?
It really is an unproductive thing to say, and it really means nothing. Because circling back is just standing still in a way, because you're spinning around.
And to piggyback on that, another one I hate is piggybacking.
What I hate about piggybacking is it's someone stealing your idea.
Well, I think it's someone not doing the work and then jumping on your work so it appears like they've done the work.
Yeah. So you want to piggyback on their piggyback if you can. Someone goes, I'm going to piggyback on that. And then you go, well, I'm going to piggyback on your piggyback.
You must immediately piggyback on their piggyback. They cannot throw in another piggyback. That's the rules of piggybacking.
You want to be the last piggyback, essentially, to clarify, because that gives you the most power.
And speaking of pigs.
Lipstick on a pig. Oh. That one really upsets me because pigs are beautiful animals that are actually highly intelligent.
It's a way to denigrate an idea.
And denigrate pigs.
I also hate putting a pin in that. Let's put a pin in it. Guess what? I've taken it out.
You can actually take out the pin, which that's the thing people don't think you can do. And the balloon, is it a balloon you think they're popping? Like if you're putting a pin in it, I guess you visualize a balloon popping. And if you could imagine,
I think it's a note on a corkboard.
Oh. So what are they putting? They're putting a note up.
It's really hard for you because you use sticky notes.
Right. So
but
there's no
if you
pins.
don't have a sticky note, it's usually a pin.
Yeah, I'm trying to wrap my head around that. Is that before sticky was invented?
I think they were around the same time.
Anyway, before sticky was invented, people used to use pins. So that's what that was. What about let's take this offline? That's another one I hate.
In this day and age,
there is no offline.
There is no offline. There's no such thing as offline. What are you, moving to the forest, growing your own vegetables?
Everyone's online forever. Yeah, let's take this offline. It's just absurd in this day and age.
The one which I hate probably the most out of anything is bandwidth. I don't have the bandwidth for that.
Bandwidth is basically unlimited now. Bandwidth was a 90s problem. And you know what I hate is when people combine them. Let's put lipstick on that pig and push that through the bandwidth so that I can put a pin in it and then circle back. You know?
And I'll piggyback on that to take it offline.
Right.
Because I don't have enough bandwidth for online.
Just really makes me sad. Now that we've gone through all the jargon and the chaos and the mess of office communication, we're going to pull up Adobe Acrobat Studio and get some clarity.
You are so right, my boring friend.
Boring? What? Look, here, the meeting minutes from the meeting earlier that was filled with jargon and chaos, I put it into a PDF space. See?
Great. And get AI Assistant to summarize those meeting minutes.
Boom. Instant summary, key information, done.
Can you ask AI Assistant to share any other insights and bring up any deadlines that were mentioned? Because I really did tune out.
Boom. Now I've added you to the PDF space.
Oh, great.
And you have access as well.
Oh, actually, now that we're done with that, let's get AI Assistant to create new jargon to help us stand out during the next meeting.
Okay.
I'm gonna make it create jargon about balls because people talk about balls a lot.
Okay.
Dropping the ball rolling, ball in the air. You know, that's... Oh, this one's great. Don't deflate the ball before we've played. That's
Brilliant.
great, when people are shutting down your ideas.
That ball isn't regulation size. That's a new one you could use. Hey, that idea is really dumb.
That's just a shuttlecock. You can't hit that both ways. That's a great ball
That's
one.
a great ball one. That ball has no bounce. That's a great way of deflating someone's idea. Hey, Steve, or whoever, it could be anyone in the office.
It's mostly Steve, yeah.
It generally is Steve in our office.
Steve comes with an idea and you don't like it and you say, you know what, that ball has no bounce.
Really just shuts everything down. Or if you want to jump out of the ball space, someone's using a lot of ball jargon, going back and forth, just go, hey, guess what? That's just a bag of marbles.
Yeah.
And
Which is a bag of a lot of miniature balls.
yeah,
if you can imagine it
didn't
that
really
way.
think about that. You know, when I was a kid, I used to play marbles, and I was really good at marbles. Think of the office as a country and jargon as the native tongue. With Acrobat Studio, you're now equipped to understand that language in the office, maybe even speak it. We hope this episode helped you move the needle.
On your productivity goalposts.
Thanks so much for listening to Disrupting
Disruption.